Well, I don't know if you're like me, but we had to get here at a trafficy time, and we've been coming through on the freeway, and I wonder if you all sort of just need to take a big, deep breath, settle in, and then be aware that right now this is a sacred space. God says in Psalm 86:11, the psalmist says, "Teach me your way, O Lord, and I will walk in your truth. Give me an undivided heart, that I may fear your name." Wow, an undivided heart. Do we know what that is as women? You know, most of us are telling ourselves, get busy, work harder, make sure nothing slips through the cracks. Not your husband, your kids, your family, your school, your ministry, connecting with friends. And maybe we have time for a little QT, a little quiet time with God. So much to do, and so little time to do it in, that often we find ourselves harried, and we have nothing left to give. Women, particularly in leadership, are often fighting the edge of burnout. Their passions are being eaten up by the tyranny of the urgent. Discouragement, exhaustion, darkness, and distraction begin to set in. But Paul says to the Corinthians, I planted the seed. Apollos watered it. God made it grow. So neither he who plants nor he who waters is anything, but only God who makes things grow. The man who plants and the man who waters have one purpose, and each will be rewarded according to his own labor. For we are God's fellow workers. You are God's field, God's building. God is your boss, and it is him with whom you must have an undivided heart. What is it to have an undivided heart? Well, I took out the good old Webster dictionary, and it said to occupy oneself diligently. To do this, you need to know yourself and surrender to the God that made you. In order for us to be women with undivided hearts and devotion who have impact in the kingdom, we need to take courage to have confidence, I believe, in 3 areas. Number 1, we need to live firmly in the truth of who God made you to be. In your gifts, in your personality, and in your character. Do you know who you are? Secondly, when we know who we are, we need to be unshaken in our commitment to who we are, and not try to be something or someone else that we are not. I think us as women have a particular need to compare ourselves with others and try to be more of what somebody else is. And instead, God is only asking you to be who you are. And thirdly, beyond knowing yourself and being committed to who God made you to be, you need to be faithful to your unique calling to surrender to our real boss, our real employer, our husband, our lover, our creator, our God. Jesus, the one who came to give true life, cries out and says to you today, I created women in my image. I love women, Jesus says. Women are not second class, nor second rate. Women are different than men, but they are in no way less. When I walked on this earth, Jesus said, I fully represented my Father's heart concerning women. I protected them. I honored, blessed, talked with, listened to, communed with them, and enjoyed women. I did not blame or shame women. Even when they were caught in sin, I proclaimed truth to them. And they, my special ones, did not reject or deny me. I appeared first to these blessed ones. Women truly hold a special place in my heart. I have touched them and given them incredible gifts and talents, not to be compared with men's. Women are beautiful, they're open, they're supportive, they're strong, they're emotional, they're creative, they take initiative. They're full of life, skilled, courageous, real, and able. Women are worth being valued. If someone tries to pollute a woman's mind by telling her she is worthless or not good enough, he is being used as a pawn of Satan. As women submit to me, they can truly live out their potential as women. In this, they will be radiant, and their faces will not be ashamed. I have crowned women to be my special image bearers, in a way reserved especially for them. So Jesus says, "Go forth, my special warriors. Go forth, my chosen women. You carry my heart, and you live out my life. Let no one steal what I have freely given you." Where are you on this journey of surrendering to your true boss, who loves and knows you best and can best empower you? Is your heart still divided? Claire Cloninger's poem, Surrendering the Handlebars, asks us, where are we on this journey, she says. When I met Christ, she said, it seemed as though life were rather like a bike ride, but it was a tandem bike. And I noticed that Christ was in the back, helping me pedal. I don't know just when it was that he suggested we change places, but life has not been the same since. When I had control, I knew the way. It was rather boring, but predictable. It was the shortest distance between 2 points. But when he took the lead, he knew delightful, long cuts, up mountains and through rocky places at breakneck speeds. It was all I could do to hang on. Even though it looked like madness, he said, pedal. I worried and I was anxious and asked, where are you taking me? He laughed and didn't answer, and I started to learn to trust. I forgot my boring life and entered into the adventure. And when I'd say, I'm scared, he'd lean back and touch my hand. He took me to people with gifts that I needed, gifts of healing and acceptance and joy. And he said, give the gifts away. They're excess baggage, too much weight. So I did to the people I met. And I found that in giving, I received. And still, our burden was light. I did not trust him at first in control of my life. I thought he'd wreck it. But you know what? He knows bike secrets. He knows how to make the bend to take sharp corners. He knows how to jump to clear the rocks. And he knows how to fly to shorten scary passages. And I am learning to shut up and pedal. In the strangest places, and I'm beginning to enjoy the view. and the cool breeze on my face with my delightful, constant companion, Jesus Christ. And when I'm sure I just can't do anymore, he just smiles and he says, pedal. Where are you on this bike ride? Are you still in the process of living your boring and predictable life? Are you just climbing aboard the bike? Or have you already begun to pedal? Possibly, you're out there in front, pedaling madly, still feeling that you're in control, and asking the Lord to pitch in and help you from the back seat. Wherever you find yourself today, on the Christian journey of work, know this: if you haven't yet, sooner or later you will find yourself at a point of commitment, choosing whether to let go of the handlebars and let Jesus start navigating from the front seat of the bike. It is at this point of letting go where belief becomes surrender that we begin to see our prayers answered and our lives change. This is not an easy journey. But in some ways, my prayer for you tonight is that your expectations for your life will be frustrated, and your plans will be thwarted, and your desires will be withered into nothingness, so that you can experience the powerlessness and the poverty of a child and sing and dance in the mystery of God as you work for him. May this be true of you in the days that follow.
We hope you enjoyed this message. Biola University offers a variety of biblically centered degree programs, ranging from business to ministry to the arts and sciences. Learn more at biola.edu.